Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different, specifically in how it's filmed. I decided to get a little creative, so I hope you enjoy that. Today is all about what's in my travel bag. I'm going to show you each and every skincare and beauty item that I love to take with me on trips. I'm going to go through every item with you and explain why I love it so much and why I feel that they're good enough to not only recommend, but to take on a trip with me. I feel like the products that you take on a trip are ride or die. Those are the products you can depend on, that you know work for you, and you would recommend to your best friend. If that sounds good to you, let's dive in. Hey loves, the first thing we're going to dive into is skincare. This is a recent discovery that I've fallen in love with. It's Drunk Elephant. They have two serums that I've tried out. These are their middies because their full-sized products are a little pricier than I can afford, but one is for hydration. It's their Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum, and the other is the C Firma Day Serum. Drunk Elephant seems to have exploded onto the social media scene. I see advertisements for their stuff all the time, and honestly, it's worth the hype. I've worn it religiously for the past few weeks. I put it on before my makeup, make sure it's all been absorbed in my skin before continuing, and I have seen a noticeable difference in the quality of my skin. So I highly recommend these two items. I haven't tried anything else from their line yet, but it's on my list. Definitely my go-to skincare recommendation. Next on the skincare kick are two products that I've really been enjoying. One is for the daytime and one is for nighttime. They're both Sunday Riley, but they're very, very different. One is the CEO Glow Vitamin C Turmeric Face Oil. That's the one for the daytime that I put on before my makeup. The next one is the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. I put that on after I've cleansed my face and have no more makeup on. I put it on right before I go to bed, and I definitely wake up feeling a difference in the quality of my skin. I'm not sure what each of these do. I can just tell you that I see a difference. I've never tried Sunday Riley before, but I've always heard good reviews on them, so I was really excited when I got them in my Ipsy Glam bag and my Allure beauty box. As far as I know, they're considered high-end and a little bit on the pricey side, which is probably why I haven't purchased them myself, but seeing how they have changed my skin, I definitely will have to add this to my save up to buy list. This product is the only chapstick I will ever use, and it's not even a chapstick, it's better than that. This is Glo For Causes Lip Love Flirt. I use this all the time. This is definitely a ride or die product, especially in the winter time. You guys know I have dry skin anyway, but winter is my worst enemy, and my lips suffer the most. They get so chapped and so dry, and I've tried so many different chapsticks, and none of them worked long term. They were always a temporary fix. But this product works immediately. It's made of amazing, all natural ingredients, and it's just my favorite lip product. This next one comes straight from my esthetician, so listen up. It's a moisturizing sunscreen with SPF 30, and I didn't realize that I needed SPF 30 on my face at all times, but how my esthetician explained it was that first, you can only have 15 minutes of unprotected sun exposure. I had no idea about that, so I wear this every single day without fail to make sure that I can prevent wrinkles and age spots and discoloration for as long as possible. Now you might be thinking, just like I did, I have products that already have SPF in it. Why do I need Newport Cosmeceuticals specifically? As my esthetician explained it, you don't know how much SPF you're actually getting in those products. And if it's not 30 or above, it's not enough. You want to be so careful with the skin on your face because that's where age shows first. So you want as high of an SPF as you can possibly get, and makeup just doesn't give you that. That's why I use this product. It's esthetician approved and it hasn't let me down yet. If you guys have watched my last video about how to get perfect looking skin in 3 easy steps, you will recognize this product. This is just something I picked up at Target. It was on sale, so I thought I'd try it out. It's done a really good job with my skin, and especially with taking a full coverage foundation and making it more like a BB cream when mixed together. Honestly, any hydration moisturizing cream will work. Experiment, see how your skin feels afterward. You'll know when your skin feels truly hydrated. There's just a difference in the quality of your skin and how it feels and how it looks. You'll know when you've found the right product. This next product was a total accidental find. It was actually recommended to me by my mom when I showed it to her in the store, trying to decide which 2 makeup removers I wanted, and she suggested this one. It's the Neutrogena Extra Gentle Eye Makeup Removing Pads. I really like this because not only does it take off my face makeup, but it takes off my eye makeup, which if you wear makeup, how many times have I said makeup? You will understand the struggle of getting mascara and eyeliner off, especially if it's waterproof. This stuff works a gem. I really love it. The next product that I always am sure to take with me on trips is foundation. Lately, I've been really loving combining 2 different foundations, and the first one is CoverGirl's Full Spectrum Matte Ambition in the color Light Cool, mixed with Flower Beauty's Light Illusion Foundation in the color Porcelain L1. Mixing these 2 together has just created magic. It sits so well on my skin. It looks beautiful. It gives me the perfect medium of both dewy and matte without being too much of either. Sometimes I'll apply them together at the same time. Other times I'll put them on one after the other. It doesn't really matter with this particular combination. It looks good every time. I also feel like with foundation especially, you want to make sure that it's something you feel confident will work. It has to be your ride or die. You know it works for you. You know it doesn't break you out, which is also something I've learned on my journey with makeup. If it breaks you out, don't wear it. Just don't do it. It's not worth compromising the quality of your skin for makeup. It just isn't worth it, at least for me. And these 2 products do not break me out. Hallelujah. It's taken me so long to find foundation that doesn't make my skin freak out. And this is that combination. It makes me feel kind of like a scientist figuring out how to make my own custom foundation. I really love it. These foundations are great by themselves, but for me, I've found that together, they're an incredible combination. Concealer. I feel like I really don't need to say much about this because I say the same thing in every single video I've posted about makeup. The Tarte Shape Tape is my go-to concealer. I use 2 different shades, one that is my skin tone and one that is meant for under my eyes and on my eyelids. One is Fair Light Neutral and one is Fair Neutral. They're definitely a full coverage product, and I've found that less is more. I used to cake it on, especially under my eyes, because I have very dark circles that are prominent most of the time, and I always want to cover them up. And so I would just pack on my concealer very heavily. But I found that I didn't need to, especially if I use my fingers to blend it out instead of a beauty blender. It uses up less product, and I found that I didn't need to buy the concealer as often. So just using my fingers has eliminated me spending tons of money. Who knew? But it's definitely my go-to concealer. I don't think I've used anything else for a couple years at least. I love it. It's a great formula. It does the job, and I will continue to use it for the foreseeable future. Next is bronzer. Now, normally I would say this is my favorite bronzer of all time, except for the fact that it's a little bit too warm tone for me right now. I need a little bit of a tan for it to be perfect, but I may have to break up with this bronzer, and it pains me to say it. I think it might be breaking me out. I don't know. I'm taking a break from it right now just to see if it changes my skin at all while not wearing it. But if my skin does better without it, I may have to say goodbye. I'm so sad. I will keep you posted. But honestly, it smells amazing. It looks great. It does the job. I have used this bronzer for so long now. I feel kind of attached. It's definitely something I would take on a trip as long as it doesn't break me out. This product, however, has caused no irritation to my skin whatsoever, which I am overjoyed about because I love it. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. It's so pretty and so good for summer. It's glowy, it's subtle, but it's definitely buildable. Because it's subtle, it doesn't have a clear pigment, so it's not too pink, it's not too peach. It kind of goes with everything, so it's very good to have on a trip because you don't have to pack as many color options because it kind of covers all the color options. I like that it's buildable, so I can decide how much blush I want to be on show for that outfit or that day. It gives you those beach vibes, and I just love it. Now on to my favorite makeup-y thing to pack, eyeshadow. This is my happy place. This is where I shine. This is where I have the most trouble figuring out what to take. Really tried narrowing it down to just one palette. I wanted to challenge myself because I knew it would be hard, but I narrowed it down to 2. And honestly, that's pretty impressive for me. So let's dive in to what each palette is and why I love it enough to take it on a trip with me. First up is Jaclyn Hill and Morphe's green palette. I know that's not what it's called, but I honestly can't remember what the real name is. It's the one with all the green colors. The Dark Magic Vault palette, that's what it's called. I looked it up. This is a really good palette to have. It's full of nudes and neutrals that go with a lot. It's got mattes, it's got glitters. It kind of has everything you need. It's got some greens in there, it's got a blue, it's got a black, which is for sure necessary if you're going for a smoky look or you want to blend your colors. It's just an all-around great palette to have if you want something neutral that kind of goes with everything. The reason for packing this second palette is for the same reasons as the first, only fancier. It has that nudish quality to the colors, but it also has a lot more vibrancy and a lot more shimmers. If you've been following me for any length of time, you will know that ColourPop and Zoella are my 2 favorite things ever. And they created this beautiful cosmetic baby in the form of eyeshadow, which is my favorite kind of makeup to play with. So let me explain to you not just why I love it, but why you should love it too. The colors. Let's talk about the colors. So many shimmers, and they're so pigmented. Look at the variety. You've got your nudes, you've got your mattes, you've got your shimmers, you've got some bright colors, and that blue is so random. It makes me so happy. I just find that this has what the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette doesn't. It's got your nudes, but it's got a little bit of glam to go with it. Now, I don't use brow products often, but when I do, it's the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. I got this in an Allure Beauty box, and I really love it. It goes well with my natural hair color without looking too dark. It doesn't stain it or make it last a long time in the sense that I can't get it off. It just tints the hairs a little bit. Just subtly, just enough to make them look fuller, allow me to add shape to them when they really need plucked, and I haven't plucked them in a while. Like this video if you can relate. I really enjoy this product. It's very lightweight. It allows me to brush the hairs in the direction I want without making them stiff. It's just a really good, gentle product. I really enjoy it, and when I have a lot of glamming up to do, this is the product I go for to take care of my brows. I'm super picky about my eyeliners, especially when it's something I use to tightline my eyes, but this eyeliner by Zoella and ColourPop from their Brunch Date collection is my new fave. They have a black one and they have a brown one. I have the black one, and it's so nice. It goes on my waterline so easily and so gently. It doesn't feel harsh or hard or incredibly waxy. It's just soft. It just goes on my waterline like butter and it doesn't sting, it doesn't bleed. It looks so, so pretty, and it's easy to blend out with a brush if I want to make it a little smoky. It's a formula to which I have not yet found its match. I love this eyeliner. I really need to stock up before they run out because I love it that much. Definitely a product I cannot live without on a trip. Now for mascara. My taste in mascara tends to change quite frequently. I think it's because my lashes get used to whatever mascara I'm using and stop looking as nice. I don't know if that's a thing, but that tends to be what my lashes do. However, this mascara by Wander Beauty, the Mile High Club mascara, has been working a treat for me since I got it in one of my Allure Beauty boxes. I really enjoy the spoolie because it's smaller and it gets all my lashes. It lengthens them without clumping. It doesn't apply too much product so that it kind of gets gunky. It just does a really good job. I don't know if it's the formulation of whatever's in the mascara or what, but I really have been enjoying it. And so that's why this is my go-to travel mascara. Now on to lipsticks. This is my second favorite makeup-y thing next to eyeshadow. This is probably what I struggle with most as far as narrowing down what I'm gonna actually take. I'm always worried that I'm not gonna be prepared for whatever might happen on my trip, so I need all the colors, right? Well, I've managed to narrow it down to 2 different lipsticks, the first one being Little One from Zoella and ColourPop's Brunch Date collection. It's the perfect nude liquid lipstick and it goes on matte, but if you're not a fan of that, a nice little trick is to mix it with the Lip Love Flirt by Glo For Causes and you get a beautiful buttery look instead. I do this a lot and it's nice to have that versatile choice. My second choice is Broadway Colors True Matte Lipsticks in the color Nude Rose. Apart from the name, which totally had me sold, the color is beautiful. It's a little bit darker and leans more toward the pink, slightly purple side, so it's a more mature, maybe an evening color if you were going to go to dinner or somewhere nice and you didn't want just a plain nude. It's nice to have a secondary color just in case something happens to where you want to be a little less casual and a little bit more glam. And the last thing I like to pack is perfume. Now, perfume can be tricky, especially if you're flying. Not only is it a glass container, which could break, so I advise you not to put it in your luggage, but also size can be an issue. If it's too big, it may get confiscated, so travel sized is key. I actually had a travel size perfume that was perfect for this occasion. It's the Born Lovely perfume by Sarah Jessica Parker. I don't remember if I got it through my Allure Beauty box or my Ipsy Glam bag. I get the two confused sometimes. But it was through one of them, and I really love this scent. It's very feminine, but not too floral. It's good for a daytime smell or an evening smell. I think it's very versatile. One thing I like to do is put it behind my ears, on my wrists, at the bend of my elbows, and a nice little trick, I put it on the collar of my shirt. I find that perfume can evaporate from my skin very quickly, but if I put it on the fabric of whatever I'm wearing, the scent tends to stay around a little longer. And those are all the things in my travel bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved being able to show you all of my ride or die go-to products that I can depend on, that I know work for me, and I hope will work for you too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Mwah. Happy travels.